good evening, and welcome to the Icon Present 2020 Power Close Hustle Hard. I like to say thank you, everyone that's joined us this evening. I am going to be introducing our amazing presenter. But first, look at the bottom of your screen, mute your Zoom, get your pads, pencils, and pen to be able to take copious notes because this amazing individual is going to be bringing some dynamite information that is going to change your life. So let me bring up our guest. I have to say, I've been following her ever since day one when we decided to launch this amazing company. There was a video that was dropped into a group from our founder, Mr. David McCovey, and I've been following her ever since. Now I've had an opportunity for the last 3 months just to lock arms with this amazing woman. She is an entrepreneur. She is a six-figure income earner. She is helping so many people. She is changing so many lives across the globe and international. She is a coach. She is a mentor. I like to personally thank her for allowing me to be part of her life. Let me bring up from Hampton, Virginia, our coach, JP. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. We don't have to get ready because we stay ready.
We stay ready. Listen. Not only are you looking great, you are rocking these introductions, your smile. Like, the person who opens the room is really the most important person because you set the stage, and that happiness just radiates all the way from Chino. Is it Chino or Chino?
Chino, but I'm in Ontario Ranch, California.
Ontario Ranch. California got all those cute names, We got Hampton, Suffolk. But you are doing a great job of hosting this and just being that support. And it's great to rock with you. So while you were watching me, I was watching you. So you never know who's out there like, what's she doing? What's she doing? And that's why, champions, we always say, you know what? Play on a high level. Right? Keep yourself professional because you never know who's watching. Yes or yes. So thank you so very much. Honored to rock with your sister. Family, we are ready to dive in. This is, as you heard my beautiful co-host say, this is a 2020 Power Close Hustle Hard webinar blitz, and we are on blitz webinar number 3 of today, family. And we are not by any stretch of the imagination done. The whole purpose is to make sure that those of you who are not aware of the tax advantages of being in business for yourself, you become aware like quickly. Okay, and we're going to talk about that midway the presentation. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you about that perfect tax scenario. But we also talking to that person who's looking at like, okay, 2021 is here, and like I know for most of us 2020 went like right, we just don't even remember 2020, but 2021 is upon us, and a lot of times we want to set those goals, those some people call them New Year's resolutions for what we're going to do, and oftentimes it's going to be, I need to lose weight. I just told my mom we're going to do the thing, right? I need to lose weight. I need to make more money, and I want to travel more. That seems to be like the kind of thing. But most of the time in the area of finance, it's like, okay, how am I going to make more money? Like, what am I going to do? Right? So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to set you up to be able to earn money in one of 2 different ways. We're going to talk about those in a platform that we believe to be the absolute best platform. And you know what? As I go through this, I'm going to tell you everything we were looking for. Every single thing is in my little notes, right? Every single thing we were looking for in a business that we actually found in this particular company. And so I'm excited to share that with you. My beautiful co-host, Ms. Rhonda and Ms. Patrice, we're ready to rock this for you because education is important. I heard people, once upon a time, they would say stuff like, what I don't know can't hurt me. And I'm going to share with you a little bit later. Yes, it can. The fact of the matter is ignorance is not bliss. Okay. And so education is the key to everything, and fighting for education has been paramount for us for years. And so what we want to do right now is we want to help you get educated about an amazing platform called EPIC. It stands for Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation. Family, I know we all come from different backgrounds, and sometimes when we look at something like this, and I remember the first time I looked at it, Patrice, it was right after I looked at a platform like this. It was right after I just lost a business. Right now, here's the fun part was we had a rocking company. We sold Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Mercedes, all the fun cars. And then all of a sudden there was a recession. It took our bank out, took the legs out from under our bank. In a chapter 11, what they loaned us, which was $2.5 million, becomes an asset, which has to be recouped before a business can file bankruptcy. So the bank had to get 2.5 million back from us. And unfortunately, in the middle of a recession, family, nobody else was loaning money. Does that make sense? And so we fought the good fight for 33 months, but February 14th, 2011, the doors closed. And it's not a sad story, even though I lost everything, had to move back home with my mom, pawned everything I could lift. Everything I could lift. I got one TV that I did not pawn because I could not lift it. But it's not a sad story, see, because once I saw a platform similar to this, and I got my head out of the sand, if you will. I remember thinking, something like this, is not something that I don't think I can do. When people look at, platforms like this, I didn't feel exceptional at that point. But I'm gonna tell you what, after you start earning, 5 figures a year, 6 figures a year, as you just heard Patrice talk about, you begin to feel exceptional. So I want to say to you out there, if you want to do something, but you're feeling like maybe I can't, you feel like I felt once upon a time, I want you to say, I'm exceptional. Drop an E down in that chat. If you feel like you are exceptional, should be exceptional, deserve to be treated like you're exceptional, you're in the right place at the right time, because here at Epic, the whole thing is to raise up epic, exceptional giants. This is exceptional people, incredible compensation. And what I love about this platform is it meets one of those things that we needed it to be. We wanted a platform with a level playing field. Y'all see that right there? Level playing field. We didn't want a platform where somebody could buy in higher and they would be further along the track, or it started so long ago, that we're just hearing about it. And no, family, this platform launched October the 1st. And what does that mean to me and you? We are first. I'm tired of hearing about stuff long after it's happened and long after it was good back in the day. We are back in the day. Right now, it's back in the day, because 3 years from now, those of you who partner with us and create these 6-figure incomes that we're about to talk about, people are going to look at you and say, oh yeah, she got started back in the day. Oh yeah, he got started back in the day. Right now is back in the day. And so our platform, family, is global. It was on the list. Y'all see right here, worldwide. We needed this platform to be worldwide. We are going to touch all 4 corners of the globe. What I love about Epic is how fast we're moving. 145 different countries and territories at launch. We are now at 205 different countries and territories and growing, teaching 2 key things. One of those is the skill set in Forex trading. That's what one of those happens to be, your ability to earn and learn in foreign exchange. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But the second is for that person who literally wants to grow and create a residual income stream and wants to have income coming in when they're not working. Family, the power of this particular platform is that we've assembled some of the best minds in business, some of the best minds in foreign exchange training. And guess what? Over 100 years of actual experience at your fingertips. Meet our executive staff. My best friend, Mr. David McCovey. I tell you, it was interesting because y'all see this little list, right? When Mr. McCovey came to me and he said, sis, he said, what would it take for you to rock with me? I'm about to launch this product. I told him I had been looking at another company that was similar. I even did, guys, some pros and cons. I don't know if I ever showed them to you, Patrice. I even did like some pros and cons, like which one do I want? Which one do I actually want to rock with? And I remember when I decided to rock with Mr. McCovey and I called him. And I said, well, I've decided I'm going to go with you. He said, okay, sis, that's cool. But before we do this, why did you decide to rock with me? And family, if somebody invited you to this platform that you trust, or you know a little bit about them, or you believe in their leadership or their ability to grow teams or to help people, this is the reason why I joined Mr. McCovey. Everything I just said, I know, like, and trust him. And see, we understand that success rises and falls on leadership. I respect him. And then when I found out he had connected with Mr. Iverson, Mr. Sterling, and Mr. Green, and we all worked together once upon a time in a platform that we rocked, right? I'm like, oh man, it's like we all came home to roost. I've worked with David Lisiaga. I appreciate his business acumen. I know he can work. So business development, perfect for him. But then there's the people's champion, Coach Max. Absolutely. We all love her because she's so genuine. She's so real. She taught herself this game, in the school of hard knocks. And she has been able to, help 80,000 people learn the skill set of Forex trading, and pretty much for free. Now, Mr. McCovey has brought her on board, and she is the perfect person to spearhead this particular platform. So for those of you like me, you can spell Forex, no clue what Forex is while you're listening to it. It's okay. It stands for foreign exchange. It's just those two words combined. It is the act of buying and selling currency. It used to be, as Rhonda will tell you, it used to be something only the big banks use, because if you didn't have several million, several 100,000, tens of thousands of dollars, brokers didn't listen to you. They were not trying to help you do any trading if you didn't have a lot of money. Well, we're going to bring to you a portable skill that you literally will be able to, from your cell phone, create a $50 profit a day, $100 profit a day, ultimately maybe $200 profit a day. Our goal is to get you, coming out of your training is to get you where you're earning $100 a day. Who out there would be okay earning $100 a day, Monday through Friday, being on your cell phone for 60 minutes, and you don't need a customer and you don't need a business partner? Is there anybody other than me? Right? Who would turn that down, family? That's part-time income with less than bare time, right? Where you're actually putting in effort. Now, we're not telling you you're not going to educate yourself. Literally, to participate in a $6 trillion a day industry, you best get to study it, right? It's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and every 24 hours it does $6 trillion. Do you know what that's $30 trillion on a weekly basis. So if you're going to come and play in this league, we're going to educate you. We don't want to send you out there like, to fight a bear with a switchblade. You know what I mean? We're going to arm you with what you need to be proficient, profitable, and professional in the skill set in Forex trading, so that you can actually earn income in that particular platform. So how are we going to do it? Education. We're going to provide you with a lot of education between live sessions and Forex signals. As a matter of fact, let's just go off campus for a second. Let's go to what will become your back office. And so you have a plethora of things that we provide for you, but I don't want to start there. I want to start with your Epic University. This is where it all begins. So you're going to be educated. Ergo, you will hear us call you a scholar. You'll hear me say the word student. You're going to hear the word Epic University. You're going to hear the word study hall. Guys, because we are an education. Somebody drop in the chat. This is all about education. You have to listen. If you're going to succeed at anything, if you start a new job, they're going to give you a handbook. So this is your online handbook. You've got to get your own education. Now, what I love about it is it's self-paced. You're going to open your own company, right? You're going to open your own company. And what I love about this particular platform is that literally you move at the pace you want to. Case in point, young stud on our team, 21 years old. His name is Isaac. Isaac blew straight through the Epic University. It's a 14-day platform. He got through it in 3 days and has already been trading, earning $3 to $4 grand a month. I'm estimating he went over to $4 grand a month because of where he was when I talked to him last month. Well, and what's this? This is December. Yeah, last month. So I estimate that that's where he is. Or you could be like me. Gotta watch the videos a few more times. I was telling young Ethan today, another young guy, but he said, I think I'm gonna go through my university twice. He's just a sharp young man too. He said, I think I'm gonna go through my university twice to make sure I have it. But like I was telling him, I just may have to watch things 3, 4, or 5 times. There's nothing wrong with that. Educate yourself at your pace. I challenge you, get yourself a 3 to 5 subject notebook, because there's a lot of information. So the way it works, once you take one class, you mark it as complete. Once you mark that as complete, you go to your next class, right? Click on that one, go through that one, mark it as complete. And then, guys, at the end, they're going to give you some homework. Once you complete your homework, right, then you're going to start the next week. So what I love about this particular platform, right, what I love about this particular platform is that it's kind of like it makes us not jump through. Like there's some of us like to jump to the end of the book to see what happened in the book, right? It doesn't let you do that. You've got to kind of go through the classes. So here's what happens is around day 4, if you guys will look over here to the left, around day 4, we're going to introduce you to some of the brokers. We're going to talk to you about, downloading MetaTrader 4 to your device and the importance of opening a demo account. So let me explain what that means. When you first start trading, we advise, it's your company, so you can do it however you want to, but we advise that you start trading in a demo account first, because we'd rather you trade with monopoly money, so to speak, than with your own money until you're comfortable. Now, Erica says she sometimes, if she gets a wild hair and wants to try something, she'll try it, but she'll only try it with her play money, right? When she's copying and pasting the trades that the master traders send us, she does that with her real money. Does that make sense? But here's an example of a demo account. This is Tanisha. And Tanisha is one of my champions that, she's in IT. She's super smart. Because she's super smart, they actually have her do a lot of work. I mean, a whole lot of work. And so Tanisha doesn't have a lot of time to go get customers and get business partners. But she does want to create enough income to be able to walk away from that space at some point in time. So I was so excited for her, because this is something where you don't have to do customers or business partners. In 4 days, she was able to earn $239. Guys, maybe in 5 days, she'd have been at like $350. Anybody good out there when you first get started to create an extra $350 a week part-time? I mean, like, because she has hardly no time, like 60 to 90 minutes a day on your cell phone. So what are the signals? What is copying and pasting signals? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this young man explain it to you. So this is one of our marketing pieces, and it reads, discover how copy and paste has netted 18,000 pips and 19,000 pips in profit. Words I want you guys to pay attention to: cash out big by copying and pasting. Somebody's put copy and paste down in the chat. If somebody's going to give you the answers to the test, which allows you to pass the test and earn an extra $350 to $500 a week, if that's you, somebody type me down in the chat, because that's what I'm talking about. We're going to give you the ability to do exactly that. All right, so let's look at what this young man has to say about copying and pasting and how you're going to be able to win big financially doing so.
Hey, you probably heard the buzz going around about Epic and how insane this is right now, and the amount of money that people are making by literally copying and pasting, okay? Last week alone, our team of master traders called out over 19,000 pips. Now, I don't know if you know what a pip is, but let me just explain it like this. Imagine if you were making 10 cents per pip. Imagine if you were making 50 cents per pip. Imagine if you were making $1 per pip, $5 per pip, and so on, right? There is no cap on what you can make by simply following what our master traders are doing. They're going to send you a trade idea directly to your phone that has all of the information that you need in order to be able to potentially profit in the Forex market. It works like this. They send you a message that has the currency pair that's being traded, where you get into the trade, and where you get out of the trade. And all you do is copy and paste that information over to your trading app. Now, I don't know another way that's more simple to help people make money than by literally giving them the answers, and all they got to do is plug it into their app. Okay, that is what our trade ideas are doing. This is revolutionary, and this is absolutely amazing. So listen, you cannot let another week pass you by that you're not catching these pips with us. This is too amazing, and what you need to do right now to be able to plug into this is get back to the person that shared this link with you, that showed you this video, and let them know that you're ready to start catching these pips and winning big with us here at Epic, okay? I'll see you on the inside. Let's win together.
Now, see, that is very, very powerful. They're going to let us copy and paste, but that's not all. So in addition to that, because as the young man said tonight, he said, I don't want to just copy and paste. I want to educate myself and know how to do this thing myself, because I may want to make some big moves myself one day. He said he loves the education that he's getting, and it helps him to understand, but he's not going to just copy and paste, because that's not what we want you to do. We want you to go ahead and start earning while you're learning, and that's where the copy and paste comes in. But family, we have a whole plethora. Now, this is probably going to kick me out, but we have a whole plethora of information for you. So in addition to the Epic University, we have what we call a Telegram group, and that Telegram group is actually one where you actually have to be authenticated to actually join the Telegram group. And what it does is it actually, that's where you're going to receive the signals. That's where you're going to receive, You're going to receive, you be able to participate in the community, like hang out with the other students and other scholars. But we do authenticate you. So in order to join it, if you look over here under Telegram, you have to be authenticated in order to actually join it. And so when you click on it, it's gonna prompt you to open or download, the app, if you don't have it already. Once you actually download the app, the text bot or Forex Epic bot is going to verify your information. It's going to need to know your user ID, your username, okay? And once you put that in, it will authenticate you. Now, why do we put so much emphasis on it being authenticated before you're actually let in? Because we have decided to take a step outside of the norm. We have decided to step outside of the normal box of thinking and do something different. And we're willing to pay to educate ourselves and earn the income, 6 or 7 figures, inside of this platform. Why should somebody who's not authenticated, who's not part of the platform, be able to see what you have? We're going to make sure they don't. And so that's where all the authentication actually comes in. If you like the information being protected for those who just choose to, actually participate in their own rescue like me, just drop an I in the chat, because family, that's why we're doing this. Then you have these live trading sessions. And he said that he said, I get on the London one. He said, but I think I prefer the New York trading session. I do too, Tamerlan. The New York trading session, because he said that's just kind of, he thinks that's the market, like the Euro USD market or whatever the case may be. And so he says he likes that one, and he likes the fact that we actually record them so he can go back and study, because again, he wants to not just, he's earning, but he doesn't want to just earn on the copy and pasting. He wants to understand the platform. Plus, we have this entire calendar, y'all, this entire calendar. And as you can see, it is not only full this month, it was full. Let me show you November. It was full last month. It was full in October. And the whole thing is not to say, okay, you know what, Tamerlan, you have to be on every single one of these. That's not what it's saying. It says there's enough for everybody to hop onto information, because we've got it running almost 24 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week. Interesting. Here's a side note. My former business partner with the dealership now teaches Forex. $10,000 for 2 weeks of education. Now, some people will be clutching their pearls like, why in the world would somebody pay $10,000 for 2 weeks of education? Because the person understands the income that he can earn by paying that. Now, I ain't paying that. Not me, because we do this for a fraction of the cost, and it's not 2 weeks. It is actually year round, and you've got coaches all the time. So I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. So all of this, family, so that you can earn income in your newfound company. Now I'm going to talk to you about business. I'm going to talk to you about the fact that you are actually launching a company. So first thing I want you to understand is we don't guarantee your income. So somebody put down there, no guarantees. You are in business for yourself. See, whenever I have had a guaranteed income, I worked at a job. And when they guaranteed my income, they also capped my income, right? They also capped my income. In other words, they say, okay, you earn this $25 an hour. And if you want to earn $25 an hour and 50 cents, you got to write us a whole thing, what was those what were those papers we used to have to write? Some kind of book report to prove I deserve 50 cents. So no, we don't guarantee your income. You're going to receive a 1099, which shows you are a business owner. But there are advantages to that. Remember, I said that there are some tax scenarios that you want to make sure that you take advantage of this year by getting started now before the end of the year, because it allows you to pick up, right? It allows you to pick up, items that you've purchased and services that you've purchased that were not going to be tax deductible. They can now become tax deductible. So because of that, no guarantees. This is based on you and me. We got to roll our sleeves up. We got to have some active participation, do some successful marketing. We've got to go to work. We got to study. We got to commit. But when we do, family, it's really, really good. So let me just pause for a second. I want, for those of you who are looking at the fact that there is an advantage to being in business, there is an advantage to actually being in business. I want you to look at this particular website with me. And this gentleman, I have one of his books. It's called "It's How Much You Keep That Counts." not how much you make. And I don't know about you. Anybody get tired of what you pay to the IRS, the federal government, out of your check? Anybody ever get tired of that? So he talks about how you can get most or a lot of that back. And he talks about it because you're going to be in business for yourself. I'm going to pause here first. Notice here it talks about there's some changes that affect positively the business owner in 2020, right? So when you go to write your, file for your taxes next year, now I do recommend that you get somebody who knows taxes, okay? So that you understand what you can and cannot write off. But most people don't know they can hire their children. I'm going to show you a video of that in just a second. They don't know that they can hire their children, right? That just got 300% better. So what the government says is this, or what he says, he kind of paraphrases what the government is saying. There's big tax relief for small business owners. Why? Because it promotes a strong national economy. Congress is behind people being in business. There are 2 tax laws in America. So just because what I don't know can't hurt me, yes, it can, because if the government can keep more of your money, it's hurting you. So under those 2 tax laws, the business owner has this many things they can write off their taxes. And when I work at my job, we have this many things. Does that make sense? So if you can't beat them, join them. Does that make sense, guys? If you can't beat them, do what? You're going to join them. So the government says that you can have a tax return increase of anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000, and I've seen more than that. Just because you attempt to make a profit, you build your business 3 to 4 hours a week, and you keep good records. We even provide you with an app called TaxBot to make sure that you can keep good records. But family, you can even bring more home in your paycheck, right? Most people don't know that. Exemptions, we normally put down what we would put on our tax return. If I have 4 in my house, I put 4 on my W-4 at work. No. You can go in your payroll office, only if you're going to be in business now. Don't trip. If you're not going to get in business, don't do this. You can increase your exemptions, right? All that says is to the government is we're going to take less federal taxes. What they don't take, your payroll office puts in your check week after week after week. So you don't have to wait around for an increase, a pay raise. You listen, use your own money. But this gentleman, I think, breaks it down real good. So I'm going to show you 2 quick clips. This gentleman talks about the fact that most people are throwing $20 a day out the window and they don't know it.
Business income. This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window. Now, I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are going to walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm going to bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm going to think about it. 20. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to research it. I got to go talk to the wife. I got to go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You're up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't. The average per day loss, I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, gone.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
If that makes sense, guys, if that makes any sense to you, drop MS down in the chat, in the comments on Facebook, if it makes sense. Family, listen, you have got to be in business for yourself. Now, let me tell you why you will want to be in business for yourself now instead of waiting for next year. Because I'm talking to some people and they're like, okay, well, Miss Parker, I'm gonna wait till next year. And I'm like, why would you do that? Do you understand that the tax benefits come because you get in business now? So let me explain that to you. Most people are not aware of the fact that if you get started in business now, the government, as a HBBO, home-based business owner, the government, Patrice, allows people to not just pick up the month that they're in, but go back 6 months. That means there are some purchases that you have made and some things that you have done in 2020 that can now become tax deductible. See your tax professional, because I'm not one. I'm just going to tell you what I did. But you actually now get a chance to write those things off. So if you wait to 2021 to get started, you don't get a chance to write anything off until 2022. So why would you do that? Right? Does that make sense? You want to get started when, y'all? Somebody tell me in the chat, when do you want to start your business? 2021 or 2020? Somebody tell me in the chat, tell me on Facebook, when do you want to start your business? You want to start it right now in 2020. That's exactly right. Family, listen, listen, I'm gonna tell you, and I know they're having those after holiday sales where they have these great prices and all that kind of stuff. Forget that. Get yourself and your child and your spouse and the cousins and all those people you're trying to buy stuff from, help them set themselves up in business. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's do something more empowering, right? Now, this young man right here blew my mind with this piece of information. So y'all sit back, okay? And I hope your money makers take, and note takers, because as Patrice told you, the information, sometimes it comes real fast. But listen, I understood the strategy of hiring children. I did. I know that number 45 actually increased it from 6,000 to 12,000 that you could write off per child, right? When he took office. So he made things better for the business owner. I'm grateful. But listen to this information, because he takes this thing to a whole nother level, y'all. Watch what he has to say.
S Corp, the government wants you to take your sick day.
I'm gonna back it up. Shoot. Come on, little boy. Come on. Let me see if I can refresh the page. I've had it open for a minute, so I may have to log back into. There we go. All right. So let me make sure that the mic is ready to go.
Legal to know
that if you are self-employed, meaning you have a sole prop or an S Corp, the government wants you to take your sick days. So you can get paid about $5,110 from the government for taking your sick days. Additionally, if you are a business owner parent and your kids have not been able to go to school for in-person learning, the government will pay you an additional $10,000 just for taking paid family leave. Now, the real sauce is that since the kids are at home anyway, they might as well be helping you in the business. So you can put them on payroll, pay them about $12,000, in which you get a tax deduction for, and the kids don't pay any taxes on that money. From there, you take that same money, you open up a Roth IRA account, which is an investment account that pays no taxes on the growth and no taxes on the income. Now, what the guys at Wall Street are not going to tell you is that that account does not have to be invested into stocks and bonds. You can actually buy real estate inside of it. The real estate in that account, the rental income, as well as any gains from the profits for selling it, pay no taxes on it.
Is that sharp or what? Family, what you don't know can actually hurt you. So what am I saying? I am saying you need to be in business for yourself, and you need to be in business this month, because now you have extra write-offs in your home because you're in business this month. Are we clear? Everybody clear? Is that good stuff, y'all? Let me know. I just want to make sure, is it good stuff? Because I think it's going to bless a whole lot of somebody's. So now let's recap what you've learned so far. Then I'm going to close it out with what you're about to learn, because there are two different ways to earn income, right? Two whole different ways to actually earn income. So when you get started in business, again, that is not what I wanted. So again, you're in business for yourself. We have one umbrella, two ways to actually earn income. We've already talked about the fact that you can be in business for yourself. please, champions, let the guests know, and though for those of you on Facebook, let those looking know, do I need a customer or a business partner to be able to start to earn, $50 a day or $100 a day? Or $200 a day. Do I need a customer? Yes or no? Do I need a customer? Do I need a business partner? And the answer is what? No, I don't need any of those, right? I don't need any of that to be able to earn income in this particular platform. And that's what's so darn phenomenal, right? The company is going to provide you with education. Even though we're going to allow, you're going to be able to start copying and pasting, right? And we're going to send you the signal so that you can copy and paste, right? Even though we're going to do that with the signals and you can start earning this income right away, we still want you to get your what? Education. We want you to know it inside and out. And that's why we provide you with all of that information. So again, you get to earn this income all by yourself, no customer, no business partner, right? That's the beauty of it. And the product happens to be currencies around the world. That's what the product happens to be. Now we're going to talk about the second way to earn income in your company. Somebody say it's my business. You need to understand, you don't work for Epic, you don't work for me, you work for you, right? And that means we're going to teach you not only how to be in business, but how to treat your business like a business. So there are two different ways that you can earn income. You are going to be in business for yourself. The second division of your company is where you literally have the opportunity to build a residual income by growing a team. And we're talking about you're being able to earn an income of $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, because we want to get you out of the white into the tan. $10,000 on a monthly basis. The income is going to be residual. You're going to learn from the executive team. You're going to learn from the different coaches like Patrice and Yvette and myself and like Tony. And guess what, family? Here, our product happens to be people, their dreams, their goals, their aspirations. And so even though, we've got 80% of the people, their goal is to earn in Forex, what the company does for those of us who will tell them that there's an opportunity to earn in Forex is they pay us very handsomely. So now we're going to talk about the second way. Y'all put in the chat, second way. This is the second way of earning income. Understand that you don't have to do one to do the other. You can just do the one. It's totally up to you. But we do know a lot of times people say, well, Coach JP, I would love to be in business, but I kind of felt like you felt. I just don't know if I know enough people or if I know the right things to do or the right things to say. So don't worry about that. Let's address that people piece, right? You don't have to know a lot of people. We've got a platform that company has put together called freeforex.com that literally helps you attract people to you from your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. And I am studying that every single night so that we can master that. And I'm going to train you guys on that. But so let's scratch that off your list. Plus the fact that the company says you only need 3. Now I'm going to train you different, but you only need 3 people to navigate you anywhere from where you see free on the right hand side all the way down to the purple zone. Yvette calls it, where you're earning $250,000 every single week. And yes, it is based on the power of 3, Patrice, the absolute power of 3. Family, one gentleman, I was talking to him with Sylvia, and the young man said, well, first he asked the question, well, how can you guys charge so little? Because a lot of times people say, well, these things cost so much. Well, not here at Epic. It costs you at this juncture $99.99. So he said, I think I figured out why it costs, so little. He said, because it's a whole bunch of us and all of us pitch in a little bit. And I was like, this kid got it. I think he was like 21, 22, Sylvia, or something like that. I'm like, this kid's got it. It's a whole bunch of us, and all of us have to do what? Just a little bit. And it's the teamwork that creates that residual income. So you get started for $99. We scratched off the money. Money's not an issue. People not an issue. We got rid of those. I'm going to talk to you about time not being an issue in just a second. But $99.99 is what it takes you to actually launch your company. That's it. I know. And one young lady said to me, she said, well, Tori, she said, well, Coach, once I want to start in Forex and I'll probably be over there for a few years, but if I ever want to build, how much do I have to pay? And I'm like, baby girl, you already paid it. That $99 covers everything. So when you get started, you're going to hear us call you a scholar. Doesn't matter. It just means you're in business with us. But the company says, listen, once you bring on those 3 scholars, right? Once you bring on 3 scholars, you see like right here, the word free. Well, you have one person in your first team, one in your second, and one in your third, right? You have 3 total team members. And it uses the word free. The reason it uses the word free, right, is because what happens is it's also $99.99 to keep your company doors open, right? Somebody said business overhead is $99. Now, I don't know about you. What company can you run in America for $99? You know, at my dealership, it costs more than 99 bucks for my water bill. My water bill was like $450 a month because we clean the cars every other day. So that's a very nominal business expense. But here's the beautiful thing. If you get started today, that $99 is tax deductible next month. Do you understand that? And any expenses from June through December, because you can go back 6 months, are tax deductible next month. I'm gonna just drive that home. I just want to say that. But anyway, once you have those 3 scholars, the company says, okay, go sign up and become what we call an IBO. You're gonna pay $24.99 for it. It's actually gonna be in yellow in your back office. You're gonna pay $24.99 for it. At that point, the company says the $99 due every 28 days, we will waive that, as long as you're not earning income on this side. Once you are profitable on this side, then you'll resume paying the $99 and the $24.99. But what I love is they just take it out of your commission. So I won't have to worry about it. One girl asked me, she said, Rhonda, she said, well, does that mean that it's not tax deductible anymore because they're taking it out of my commissions? Au contraire, Clarice, you will still write that off your taxes, every single dime and then some, right? So that's how that works. I'm going to erase some of that. Does everybody clear about that? 3 scholars, they waive the fee once you become an IBO. And then once you become profitable, they say, okay, you can afford to pay it, but we're going to just take it out of your commissions because you're profitable. We're not going to take it out of your bank account. I love that. So the question is, because as we're doing these presentations around the globe, you know, we've got teams in multiple countries. We find that most people part-time, you know, need to earn somewhere between, well, actually it really is somewhere between that 500 mark to maybe 2,000, right? Depending on the person. And then for full-time income, I know Nina was saying her husband actually, you know, was not laid off, but his hours were cut from 55 to 15. So they needed to replace a whole income in their household. The question becomes, how do you do it, right? The question becomes, how do you do it? Here I am, I've got my 3 scholars. What's next? And one of the things that Rhonda kind of drove home a little bit ago is that she said, listen, you know, you can start empowering and building business from right within your bloodline. Husband, wife, sister, mother, cousins, uncles, aunties, you know how we have some friends that we call our relatives as well. We've got in-laws. Guys, we can start empowering from within. Imagine how powerful a family becomes if the family knows how to do Forex and or they're building a business. Imagine how powerful that is. So let's just say you see this 3. This 3 applies to everybody. So you help team 1 to bring on their 3. You help team 2 to bring on their 3. Right now, team 3 only needs to bring on 1, but we're going to tell you, Stevens, let's go ahead and build your teams evenly, right? Let's help your teams grow evenly. So we build them out that way. Well, the company will look at 3 a.m., which is when our week starts on Monday morning. It ends at 2:59. So if that's done by 2:59, they take a snapshot of your back office. They see that you're at 442. The company actually cuts you a check on that following Friday, West Digital. They actually release the funds to Pay Quicker, which is our international pay platform, on Friday for $125. Somebody quickly drop down in the chat, what's 52 weeks times $125? Y'all just dropped that weekly. That's exactly right. I don't know about you. Anybody like weekly pay? I don't like waiting 2 weeks, every other week. Monthly hurts. Monthly hurts. We're talking about creating a residual income on a weekly basis. Now, that's great. I'm at $500 every 28 days, $6,500. Thank you very much. $6,500 a year. Thank you, Tamerlan and Diva. So how do I get to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000? And I'm going to tell you like the young man said when I was talking to Sylvia. He says a whole bunch of us doing a very little bit. So if we literally go down and we help those 9 that just came in, and family, in our world on this team, the most important person on the team is the newest person on the team. So our goal is going to be to help each of those 3 to bring what? To bring what, y'all? How many do each of the 3 actually need to bring also? It's 3. Now, some are going to bring more. You get somebody like Yvette, 40, 40, 50, 55, 60, right? You get somebody like Diva, same thing. You may have somebody who only brings in 1 or 2, right? It's just to give you the metric, that kind of like how it works. So if everybody brings in those 3, here's what happened. The people in the blue right here, they're now 3 and free. The people, your first team, it might be your mom, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your frat brother, your soror sister. Those guys, those ladies and gentlemen are now earning the $500 a month, but you happen to have moved all the way up to where you're earning $1,000. Guys, what is 250 times 52 weeks? What's 250 times 52 weeks? Because that's what you've just done with your income, part-time. And if those first 3 people are in your household, you've got 6,500 times 3, plus you've got, what is it, y'all? $13,000. What is that? What's 13,000 plus 19,500? What is that? That's what you've just put in your household. That doesn't even include what you're earning in Forex, right? So all you do to move down to move up that pay schedule, guys, is you just keep helping people get 3. So let me tell you what the strategy is once you join our team. Very simple strategy. And here's the strategy. Our goal is to get you in the Platinum 1000 Club. Platinum is Platinum 1K. That's the club that we're launching. Platinum 1K. That's the first stop, is to get you in the Platinum 1K. Thank you very much, 32.5. That's the first stop. Then our second goal is to get you into the tan. Somebody say tan. We want to get you as quickly as possible. If you're a builder, we want to get you as quickly as possible to the place where you literally are earning $2,500 every single Friday. Somebody please multiply 2,500 times 52 for me. What is 2,500 times 52 weeks every single year? Put you down. If you're ready, just drop in the chat, I'm ready. If you're ready for this kind of income and this kind of lifestyle, don't need to be any questions. What's the question? $99 and you're going to be earning $130,000 a year? Why are you asking questions? You need to immediately get back with the person that invited you to this platform and say, listen, this lady is saying I can earn $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 trading without a customer. Yes. Or I can earn $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 growing a team residually. Yes. Guys, do you understand what residual means? Residual says this. Let me ask you this question. Let me just ask you this question. Which one do you think Oprah, Michael Jordan, and Warren Buffett are earning? Are they putting in 8 hours to get paid for 8 hours? Or do you think they have some way of earning a residual income? What do you guys think? Which way are they earning their income? Residual. So if the richest people in the world are not exchanging hours for dollars, I'm not saying we quit nothing. You keep your job. But what I'm saying is add a residual platform or component to it, guys, because you never know when life is going to happen. Residual income keeps coming in even when you're not working, because as that young man said when I was talking to Sylvia, it's a whole bunch of us doing a little bit. And even if you took a break to start a family, you took a break to go take care of your mom, you took a break because whatever, like you want to go backpacking through Europe, I don't know, the money keeps coming in every single week. Y'all do understand that says weekly pay. Weekly pay. Guys, when I tell you this is so powerful, this is absolutely powerful. And the beautiful thing is residual doesn't go away. God forbid something happens to you. You understand that Oprah and Michael and Warren Buffett will continue to get paid, right? God calls them home to glory. They're still going to get paid because the income is residual. So we're going to make sure that your income is protected through Epic Estates. We're going to set up a will, or my favorite, an estate plan, okay? So that you can kind of dictate your money, but we're going to make sure that it goes to who you want it to go to. Your church, your family, your parents, your children, your wife, your husband, your sorority, your favorite hospital, wherever you want it to go, it's your money. We're going to make sure it gets there because it's yours. If you would want your family to eat, if something happened to you, drop the word eat in the chat. I have so many friends that live here and they support their families back home. They literally like Mr. Obiri was telling me, I don't just take care of my household here. I take care of households back in Nigeria. Well, he is excited because, like his cousin Patience, they want to make sure that their family is okay if, God forbid, something happens to them. And that's why they love this particular platform. I love it too. Guys, we got rewards. I mean, recognition, men die for it, babies cry for it. The company's going to take very, very good care of you with trips and bonuses and cars and timepieces and, fun stuff. You know what I mean? And this is really to say thank you. So Tamerlan, there are going to be some people that you'll share this with, and they're going to say, I'm going to wait and see what you do. That's a person that's walking more by sight than by faith. I recognize them because I was one of them. When I lost everything, it was really hard for me to see that I could do something like this event, be in the purple zone. Like, I could not see that. Now I could see, well, if this thing could just get me $2,000, it is the first time I saw a business like this. I was like, well, if it could get me $2,000, I'd be all right. God, if I could just get $2,000, but when you start earning $2,000, you're like, well, God, maybe I meant $5,000. And then when that happens, you're like, well, Patrice, maybe God, I meant 6 figures a year, right? Either way, guys, believe as much as you can. It's $99. It's dinner night out. How many of you spend more than $99 for a nice night on the town? If you do, put me, because most people spend more than $99 for a nice night on the town. We're saying sit home this weekend, eat a DiGiorno, look at a little bit of Netflix, and guys, pay $99 to get started in business. You're going to get it right back next month plus more. I mean, $99, think about it. You get started in business with us tonight. $99 is going to allow you to have an increased tax return. Maybe it won't be $6,000. Even if it was another $2,000, another $3,000, would it be worth it? Just for paying $99 to get started in business? Are you kidding me right now? So don't be that person that's going to sit around and wait. As a matter of fact, if you're thinking about going out there and doing some extra shopping to give people extra gifts because they're cheaper after the holiday, let me show you something. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you like Rhonda said a few minutes ago. She said, give the gift of financial literacy. Yeah, family, we can teach our children, right? We can teach, y'all see my post refund, needs tax refund. But we can, when I put in children and Forex, guys, there are books. There are books out there that are talking about children learning the skill set of Forex. There is one article that says what children can teach adults about foreign exchange. We want to empower our children. We all want our children to do better than us. We all want them to have a better lifestyle than we had. Then let's educate them on doing things differently than what we did. If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, generation after generation, we keep getting the same result. Let's empower our young people. I was telling Ethan earlier today, we're launching Young Moguls because we want in that group young kids whose parents have purchased an Epic platform so that their children can learn to trade, even though they're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then we want, the 18 to 28 to 35-year-old that is earning their income, inside of foreign exchange. You have 2 ways to earn income. If you're not I don't want to talk to people, I don't want to talk to customers. If you just want to grow your income, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in foreign exchange, you can do that. No customers, no business partners. If you say, well, listen, I don't mind running my mouth. I can talk to other people. I don't mind, sharing it with other people. The company pays you handsomely for that. We want to get you to 1,000, and then we want to get you to 10,000 a month. 10,000, every 28 days. That's the goal. Get out of the white into the tan. That's the goal. So what I'm saying to you is this. Right now, call to action. All right. As I bring Miss Patrice back, you want to get back with the person that invited you to this particular platform. You need to get started now. Don't trip. Get started now. There is no contract. Don't trip. You need the tax breaks for next year. But imagine what you're going to be able to write off in 2021 because you got started today and you got all of 2022 to write off your taxes. It's going to be real nice. So listen, it has been my pleasure to serve you. Miss Business Diva Patrice Abels, what's going on?
Every time I hear this presentation, I want to re-sign
all right
over
now
and over again. And when you touch on about our children, I have 3, 2 daughters and a grandson that's learning Forex. So
wow.
We've been doing this now for 3 sessions. We got 1 more started at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Bring 5 of your friends. Get them on here. JP said something when we first got started. Share this opportunity on your page. I did a watch party, and as individuals come on that I didn't even know, I'm snapping a picture, but I've had 3 people on this call with us tonight, and I'm most definitely going to inbox them and introduce myself. That's what you do. You have to stay connected and be coachable. And I'm rocking with Coach JP anytime. So Coach JP, I'm going to see you at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And thank you for pouring into us on all of our sessions. I got 3 new prospects. Thank you.
Congratulations. God bless each and every one of you, family. Thank you so very much. If you're ready to go, drop down in the chat. I'm ready to go. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Are you ready to go? Are you ready? Somebody say ready to go, right? Ready to go means you are out the door already. Okay, we got some ready to goes. We got some ready to goes. That is so fantastic. So listen, guys, I'm excited. Listen, if I don't see you anymore the rest of the year, Happy New Year. I expect that you're smart enough that you're going to be in business with us by the end of the night. So I should see you at 9 o'clock, right? But either way, guys, have an incredible rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. This particular webinar is officially over, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.